Here's my coronavirus log for week 27. See the description below for more details, and here's the general layout. Saturday, September 12th, just finished trimming this tree, all the low-lying branches and stuff. I always forget to do the before picture, but it's a lot more open. Then stacked it all, cut it up in a neat 4-foot lengths, tied it up with twine, put it on the curb. Pretty domestic day today. There was a Yankees doubleheader actually still going on. I didn't watch the game. I know the Yankees won in extra innings for the first game. I'll have to check to see how they're doing in the second game. But all in all, not a bad Saturday. Listened to the Triple J podcast earlier this morning. Kind of tooled around, caught up with my daughter, caught up with my sister, played with Sammy. You know, not bad. Beautiful weather out too. I got all the windows open in the house, air the house out. So this is a nice Saturday night. Just hanging out in my man cave, a little whiskey and ginger ale. I'm listening to some vinyl. Right now I'm listening to it's Craig Finn's All These Perfect Crosses that I got on Record Store Day. So the man cave originally was my daughter's room, and when she moved out and went up north, she wasn't going to be coming back, at least not to live here. So packed up her stuff, converted it. I like having a room. I mean, I'm fortunate. I've got a big house, probably more than I need. But I got my $2 chair that I'm sitting in that I had in college, and I got my record player that my buddy TJ gave me, my turntable with a bunch of vinyl. Got a nice big screen TV there with a speaker down below. I've got speakers set up on the walls as well as the dampening squares to make for better sound, even up above the futon there. That flips out if I need it for a bed for somebody. Got a popcorn maker and a little fridge over there. A little bar set up. More sound dampening squares on the wall. For a happily divorced single guy, it's great to have. Just come in here and chill, listen to music, watch TV, watch the game, whatever. I've had people over watching, back when we could actually see people. I had a neighbor that would come over for every Game of Thrones episode, and we did the same thing for Watchmen. I've had other folks over, and we just done movies and stuff. I kind of miss that. Sunday, September 13th, did a bunch of yard work and chores again today. Just sitting here in the man cave watching football. It's the first week of the NFL, and it's so weird. I'm actually watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play the New Orleans Saints, and what's weird about it is that Tom Brady's wearing a Buccaneers uniform after being with the Patriots forever, and Rob Gronkowski, who'd retired, came back a year later, and he's playing with Brady. So just very odd seeing them in different uniforms. And here's a video of Sammy eating a treat in slow motion. Took this morning. And speaking of Sammy, look how she sleeps. So this is my bed, and she'll lay like that, all comfy, but then she sticks her nose and her head down in between the mattress and the headboard. You can see the headboard she's done a number on. It's not an expensive one, but I'm like, how can that be comfortable? Monday, September 14th, just gorgeous day today. 60s, maybe high in the low 70s. What's pretty amazing is the Grabera daisies I thought were done flowering, but in the last week or so, as the weather's cooled off, they started to bloom again, which is nice. So squeeze a little bit of extra flowers out of them for the season. So it's nice to see. I think I'll try and do it again next year. So I've been watching this documentary on HBO called The Vow. It's about this crazy self-help thing that turned out to be a cult that literally took place in my backyard. And I met some of the people involved, and where the leader of this cult lived was across the street from one of my good friends. Absolutely crazy. It's called the NXIVM cult, NXIVM. Check it out. In the news, you've got these horrendous wildfires that are raging on the West Coast, causing not only damage, but tragically loss of life. And speaking of life, astronomers discovered a gas present in the atmosphere of Venus that purportedly could be a sign of life on Venus. Let's hope it's not the protomolecule for fans of The Expanse. All right, Tuesday, September 15th. So it's kind of funny. There's my dog. So she's trained me somewhat to give her treats. So I'm working from home like a lot of people. And what I realized like last week is that whenever I get on a conference call or a video call, suddenly she'll be in here and whining. And I'm like, what, did she just hear the noise and want attention? What I figured out is, oh, she comes in and whines. What I end up doing is I've got a thing of treats here. I give her a treat. So she figured out, oh, I hear a call going on. Let me go in and whine, and then that'll earn me a treat. And she's completely trained me to do it. So I'm trying to untrain me and her from doing that. So it just kind of cracks me up, the little devil, and what a sucker I am. I've had dogs all my life, so I should freaking know better. Ordered Bob Woodward's book, Rage, today. Started listening to that on Audible. So pretty interesting so far. Kind of funny to go from, urban fantasy, Dresden Files to, God, stuff that I wish was a freaking work of fiction, but a work of nonfiction, about Trump's presidency, the latter half, and a follow-up to his book, Fear. So this should tide me over. The next Dresden Files book is coming out September 29th, so actually 2 weeks from today. So I'll probably finish this in about a week. That's kind of my normal path. Wednesday, September 16th. Talk about first world problems. I'll tell you, one of the things I've got is I love that I've got a window here that I can look out at. One of the things I'm running into is you can't really see that well. Let me turn the camera on. But I've got the sun shines right through there first thing in the morning, right into my eyes. And I don't know about you guys, but when I get the sun right in my eyes, it makes me sneeze. I don't know why that is, but it does. So I've been sitting here having like a sneezing fit because the freaking sun is shining into my eyes. Again, first world problems as far as the pandemic, but I like having the sun. I like having the sunlight, but it's just like this hour period first thing in the morning where it's right in here, and I can't seem to get the blinds. I don't want to shut the blinds all the way, but when I've got the blinds up, they won't shut tightly enough because I don't think there's enough room to actually block out the sun. Yeah, not exactly, super difficult challenges or anything like that, but welcome to my life. All right, so I ended up going down a rabbit hole on this to look it up, Googled it, and it turns out there's actually, it's a condition that is genetic, and 18 to 35% of the population have the chromosome that is tagged to cause this. It's hereditary, can be caused by either parent. You don't have to have both parents for it to pass down. And interesting, the number of times you sneeze is actually one of the things that gets passed down. They've done studies. So there's actually two names they have for it. It's called a sun sneeze, or they call it PSR, the Photo Sneeze Reflex, or I like this one, the autosomal dominant compulsive helio-ophthalmic outburst sneeze, or the acronym ACHU. Kind of reminds me of SHIELD.
What does SHIELD stand for, Agent Ward?
Strategic Homeland Intervention, Enforcement, and Logistics Division.
And what does that mean to you?
It means someone really wanted our initials to spell out SHIELD.
All right, now you know about sun sneezes, PSR, or ACHU, and I'll put a link to something I found on YouTube as well. Thursday, September 17th. Holy cow, what a crazy day at work today. It's just been busier and busier, which is not a bad thing. I mean, you want to be, I always tell people, it's like when you need to be worried is when you're sitting around looking for work to do. So, and it's invigorating, but it's still frustrating because I'm like, oh shit, it feels like the wheels are going to come off. Good news is the Yankees, as bad as they were a couple weeks ago, now they've won 7 straight. So let's hope that they continue to play well. They got Judge and Stanton and Urshela back. So hopefully they continue to play well and into the playoffs and maybe make a run at it. Here's the part where I talk about music. Music for this week. Starting off with an Aussie band from Melbourne that my buddy TJ turned me on to, and you'll see that I got their vinyl later on. But it's a song called Best in Show. Secondly, got one of my favorite songs, All Apologies, and 2 of my favorite versions. One is Nirvana's MTV Unplugged version, and then secondly, Sinead O'Connor's cover of it. She's amazing. Was supposed to see her year, maybe 2 ago. She was going to be doing something. I can't remember if it was Mass Mocha or another venue in Western Mass, but she ended up canceled. Troubled, but amazing voice. Hope to see her someday. And then finishing up with Quarantine Vinyl with artist Bully with her song Where to Start.
Best in show, confident in who you are, auto spelling and get you far.
sold. Everything is my fault. I'll take all the blame. Aquasea foam shame. Sunburn with freezer burn. Choking on the ashes of her end. In the sun, I feel a swan. In the sun, I'm married, buried. All in all is all we all are. All in all is all we all are. All in all is all we all are. All is all we all are. All is all. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start with you. It's a river into a trap. You're ready to spit side on more. On my left side, turn it, stop again, breathe it, make a wind, break it. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start with you. Running fast through asphalt water, windshield red, burning the shadow. Out in front of the flashing lights, going to go at an instant shadow. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start with you.
What did I get from Amazon? Oh, geez, they didn't even wrap it in anything. Victorinox watch, the I.N.O.X. All right. Give me a notice. Please be aware the rubber bumper for this I.N.O.X. timepiece is placed under the watch. with a warranty card and booklet. So that means it's down in here. And yes, just like they said, there it is. And there is a little notice telling me it's battery powered. And the watch itself. Boy, it's got some weight to it. All right, so let's take a look at this Victorinox I.N.O.X watch, item number 241723.1. So you've got the watch itself here in the case. It was a little beat up, like you saw as I unboxed it. So, you know, not that I do much with a box, but still, it'd be nice if they'd put it in a wrap. I got it from Amazon. Got your notice that it's the crown's got to be pulled out so it doesn't drain the battery. Got your 3-year warranty. You got your quick guide here. Actually, why didn't they give me 2 quick guides? So, and then you've actually got a little info case here, and you can see where it says I.N.O.X. Impact Neutralizing Objects for Extremes. That's what actually the acronym I.N.O.X. means. And they've done all sorts of tests on this thing. As you can see, it was designed to be super rugged, etc. That they've tested it with sulfuric and nitric acid, dropped it 10 meters onto a concrete surface. You had a freaking tank drive over it that weighed 64 tons, 2 hours in a washing machine. That's probably about the only thing that I could potentially even end up doing. I'm not sure how I'd do that. But I don't think at this point in my life that I'm really that extreme that it's going to warrant any of that stuff. Probably the most dangerous thing I do is somehow accidentally leave it in the washer. But still, nice watch. And Amazon had a sale on it. It's been discontinued at the Victorinox website. But I've had this on my watch list for quite a while, and I actually got a notification from Amazon that it had dropped significantly. So I got a heck of a deal on it. So I pulled the trigger. Bunch of different models, but I'd like this one. Let's go ahead and get all the fixings and packaging off this thing. So while they may not have protected the box that well, at least they protected the watch itself just fine. And this is always good. They didn't wrap it around, so it won't take me as long to get this stuff off. Boy, this is a nice heavy watch though too. I'm going to review the diver that I got from Zellos. Was super light because it was titanium, whereas this thing, man, I feel like I could hit somebody with this and do some damage. So let's look at the watch itself now. Let me zoom in so you can see it. All right, let's take a closer look at this. You can hear the dog barking in the background. So nice heavy duty stainless steel case here. It's 43 millimeter diameter, and it's got a hexagon shape here. As you can see, the 6 sides here. Gray dial. Plug this in so you can see that it's got a screw down crown. The crown, you've got the Victorinox logo there. So now it's ticking now that and you've got the crown guards here. And this really is made to be a rugged watch. You can look at the 12 o'clock there. You got Victorinox along with the logo there, Swiss Army. It's waterproof down to 200 meters. You've got, look at the bezel there. You got a lot of information there. Let me zoom in even closer. So you can see you've got, what the heck is that? 16, 21. So it's got a 24-hour in kind of orange. Let me get it at an angle so maybe you can see it better. So you've got multiple things going on with the bezel. Got the black and white hands there. Pretty simple. I like it. I'm guessing that those are lume. Yeah, it does say they're blacked out with luminous silver tone hands. And then I like how it pops out with the red second hand. Got the date complication there between the 4 and the 5. Oh, it's got a 22 millimeter band and really a thick, heavy band as well. It is. You can feel this in your hand. Case back. Got a screw down case. So one of the things this actually comes with, it's just a nice flat matte gray dial there, is it actually comes with this cover. And now you've got that out, so it makes it super rugged, kind of like a case for the watch. And this is like a resin material. And then if you look, you can see that on it itself, you've got the hours and the 24-hour around it. So it is 13.85 millimeters thick without this. So that's a substantial watch. Let's take a look at the clasp here. Just saying, oh, well, it comes right apart. I was expecting it to open like a diver's. We'll see if I have to remove anything on it. It doesn't look like it's got, does it have a micro adjust on here? I do not see anything for a micro adjust, so if I'm gonna have to adjust it, I'm gonna have to take links out. Get this on here.
While I really like this watch, I absolutely despise this clasp. It is so hard to do with one hand while you're trying to manage a heavy watch.
There. I think it does.
You've got to slide it into that slot and then fold it over, which is impossible to do with one hand while you're wearing it.
Back down. I haven't seen a clasp like this. All right, so it's honestly kind of a pain to get on. Once it's a little loose, I'm definitely gonna have to take a couple of links out. But I got a big wrist, so it looks fine on my wrist. If you've got a smaller wrist, you're definitely gonna not want to have this. And actually, I've got it on upside down as well. Maybe it'll give you a sense of how difficult this thing is to get on one-handed. And maybe it's just a me issue. Just gotta get this up there, get that.
Yeah, the struggle here is real. This is not just me, for sure.
You gotta thread that through the little space there between the bar.
Man, I'm such a mouth breather.
All the way down, and then just fold that over. So there you go. Just to wrap up though, and I did find the weight at 7 ounces. I like this watch. It comes in a whole bunch of different colors, greens and oranges and blacks and grays, with a variety of options as far as the bands. Obviously I got the steel bracelet here, but it also can come with a rubber strap. It's got this like nylon, almost like 550 cord looking one. There's a leather one. So it comes in a whole bunch of varieties, and the pricing is actually quite different between all of them. And there's even, I believe, some titanium options if you don't want one that's just as heavy. So yeah, I don't know that I call this a beater, but it certainly is designed to beat on, and it kind of gives it a cool look with the cover there. And then obviously you can take that off, and it looks a little cleaner. All right, got some vinyl here to open. Pretty sure this is a purchase I made off of eBay. For some vinyl that combines a couple of my favorite things. Yeah, this is definitely that. Actually not a bad packaging job. Of course, now I can't get into it. But not too complicated, but then protects it, so you don't have to do major surgery to get it out. So the Hold Steady, and it is from the song they did for Game of Thrones, The Bear on the Maiden Fair. This, I believe, is from Bandcamp Friday. I think we shall find out, though. Yes. Oh wow, put a bunch of stuff in here. So this is album for Bully. Boy, this is their second album, I think it is, and boy, is it good. Maybe I think I'm gonna listen to that tonight, actually. And look at all the swag they put in here. Got a Bully sticker. Got Sub Pop. Now, Sub Pop's famous for kind of being the breakthrough label that signed Nirvana. And then, of course, they went on to Geffen and a couple of more. And then, actually, I've got to love these postcards, too. I freaking love sending postcards out like this that aren't just normal. And then, looks like this is a poster. Let's take a look at this. I'll get a better. You're not going to be able to see all of it here, but nice. Yeah, it's just a promotional poster for SUGAREGG. Let's see, a week. I think this is, yep, birdseed. Subscribers and stuff. Oh yeah, we got a ton of stuff in here. Coffee, trash bags, vitamins, melatonin. Right. Dog food. A poor mailman delivering this. Let's see what we got from Australia. Obviously it's some vinyl. The question is, what vinyl is it? Oh, very nice. Big League. I don't remember ordering this. Huh. I guess I did, though. So I've got a couple of... I'll have to look at when I did this. A couple of 45s here. Oh, I do remember this because I got some for TJ. That's right. Yeah, and then I got the colored vinyl. Look at that nice orange. All right, so now I remember where this came from. This Big League. So it's an Aussie band, and usually the Aussie bands I find are through Triple J's Unearthed, which I've talked about before. And through that, but my buddy TJ had actually texted me over a freaking month ago and said, "Hey, check these guys out." He's like, "I assume you already know about them." And I was like, "Wait a second, man." I'm like, "I'm the dude that finds the Aussie music. Stay in your fucking lane, will you?" But at that time, I listened to them, checked them out, and that's when I ordered the freaking vinyl. So probably 5 weeks ago, and honestly, I'd forgotten I ordered it. But no, I'm looking forward to getting it. It's freaking too funny. I was like, where did I hear about these guys again? Friday, September 18th, just finishing up the day. Looking forward to the weekend. No big plans. Probably do laundry and just stuff around the house. Hopefully the weather's decent. I haven't really seen a forecast. But hopefully you're still enjoying these. For those of you that are watching them, not a lot of you are, which is okay. Mostly I am a creature of habit. So the main reason I did it this week is because I did it last week. Be well. Stay safe.